Everybody, Bonnie here. It's a little different setup. I'm sitting on the couch and obviously the Christmas tree is behind me, and I've got my ring light like shining in my face because I went to make a video in the normal spot with that big window and the sun like literally disappeared within a matter of minutes, and I was just like, what? Yeah, I love winter, but I don't love the short daylight time. So anyway, I'm sitting here on the couch and it's kind of weird and a little bit different, but it is what it is. I do have something finished to show you guys, and then I have some works in progress to show you. So I did get some crochet time in this weekend, and I finally finished this. This is a pattern by Fiona Dolls. I bought this on Etsy. I will link it down below. I had started this project and all it needed was ears, antlers, and a face, and then a scarf. But for some reason I didn't work on it for 3 years. I was thinking, oh, it's probably been about 3 years, so I looked it up on my Etsy purchases and I bought the pattern December 27th, 2020. So like 3 years basically. That's way too long. I gave it some details on the little rump because Briella said that's where deer have their spots. The pattern does not say to do that. And the antlers are a little bit different. The ones in the pattern look like that. Mine are just like those nubs, kind of like Rudolph's. And because it was velvet yarn, that's why. The pattern is a great pattern. I could have made the antlers just like they have in the pattern, but I could not see my stitches with this velvet yarn. I used a 4mm hook because that's what the pattern has said, and I didn't make a note of it. If I change like hook size or anything, I always write down what I did. Since I didn't write down anything, I'm assuming it was a 4mm hook. So that's what I did for the ears and the antlers. Yeah. The eyes are just cotton. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. I did not add safety eyes when I first made this, so I had to embroider some kind of eyes. I just did 2 rows of the little spots. The pattern has 3 rows, but it didn't look right. And yeah, it's all brunette velvet yarn. I don't remember any of the colors. The scarf is my own pattern. I don't even know what that one, I think the pattern calls for single crochets. I did half doubles just to get it done faster, and I have an earring right here. That's what's holding the scarf. It does need a scarf. Let me show you guys why. This was one of my earlier amigurumis, and the head is really wobbly and bobbly. It is separate. You do sew on, I believe you sew on the arms and the head and the muzzle. Obviously the feet you don't. And the ears and the antlers. So this is kind of a sewy pattern. But yeah, it needs something around its neck. So it's got a scarf. I don't know if I'm going to keep this scarf on it. That's why I just closed it with, or held it together with an earring, because I had one Christmassy type earring. I don't know where the other one is. And I didn't want to permanently stitch it, and knotting it does not look right because the yarn is so thick. So I finally finished this after 3 years. All right, now the next thing I have to show you guys is not going to take me 3 years. The main reason is because Briella keeps pestering me to finish them. If you hear a noise, that's Thunder the bunny rabbit. Yeah. Anyways, the next pattern I did also purchase on Etsy, and I've showed it before. It's the posable pony. I'll link it again down below. I had made this one, which you guys have seen before. Unless you're new, hello, and thank you for stopping by if you're new. Anyway, yeah, the posable pony where you can move the legs and you can make it sit. It's just the way that you sew it together. She wanted me to make the My Little Ponies, the Friendship is Magic ponies. So I had crocheted all of the pieces, and this weekend I finally put all the pieces together. So here are 6 ponies. They obviously need manes and tails and details. This one is going to be Rainbow Dash. I need to make wings for her. This one is Fluttershy. She'll also need wings. We've got Applejack and Pinkie Pie, which are what they call earth ponies, so they don't need any wings. And then there are 2 unicorns that I need to still make the horns for, Twilight Sparkle and Rarity. The shaping of the face is different than the original pattern, and that was a happy mistake. The original pattern has more of a pronounced nose, but when I was crocheting this, I had like 4 of the 6 heads done, and I realized I had skipped a couple of rows, and so my faces looked like that. But this looks more true to the cartoon than this does. So it was a happy mistake. I'm going to be doing the eyes out of felt. That's why they don't have safety eyes. The hair is going to be yarn. Most of the colors that I'm making the ponies with are the Michaels Craft Smart. Is it Loops and Threads now? I don't know. In previous videos I had shown the yarn. All of them except for Applejack. Applejack is a Red Heart Super Saver because Briella was very insistent that I get the correct colors for all of the ponies. So I will be making a lot of felt eyes and a lot of details for those ponies, which really isn't like the crochet part of the pony is done except for the wings and the horns, I guess, but that won't take very long. I might start those dragons. Maybe, probably. I really want to start those dragons. I'm going to look to see if I've got any other amigurumis that I've started and have not finished so I can get those done. I know I'm not going to finish everything that I started by the end of the year. When I made that goal, I was not working full time, so I had more time to actually crochet. I know that I have a bunch of granny squares that I've been meaning to make into a cardigan for probably 2 years now. I need to lay it all out and just put it together. I'm not using anyone's pattern for that. I'm just gonna kind of shape it into a cardigan and see what happens. I mean, it'll work, right? Yeah, so that's what I have for you guys today. And yeah, my Christmas tree, we do the colored lights. It's so full of ornaments. We didn't even put up all of the ornaments. We have so many. For the ponies, I'm using a 3.25 millimeter hook. I went down, I think the first time I made the ponies, I did a 3.75, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But I like doing the 3.25 because then you can't see the stuffing through. The stitches are nice and tight. The necks look okay. They're not as bad as that one white pony that I made, but yeah, I need to do some details now. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll be seeing you soon, hopefully with some ponies that look like ponies with eyes and everything. If I do start those dragons, I will show you whatever I get done on them. I will be seeing you guys soon. Bye everybody.